Inside the home, everything appears ordinary. Family members move about, children are playing. The atmosphere feels routine, unremarkable. Nothing seems out of place. Then, everything changes.
On his chest.
And I fell asleep on the couch and I came in here and he was on the floor. He was
Minutes later, a 911 call comes in.
911, which city are you in?
Farmington, Mexico.
This murder was carried out in such a way that even seasoned investigators needed nearly 5 years to fully solve the case. Before moving further, it's important to carefully examine the 911 call. The way the events are described in that recording would later become relevant to investigators. Let's listen closely to the call and how the situation is conveyed.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I came into my room and my husband, I think he died. I think he's on the floor. I know he's on the floor. I think he's dead. Come on, honey, wake up. He's cold. He's cold.
Okay.
Come on, Robert, wake up, babe, wake up. No, not at all.
Is he
Cold.
breathing?
No. Come on, babe, wake up.
Do you think he's
babe, wake
beyond
up.
any help?
Yeah, I just get here.
They're headed that way. Do you think he's beyond any help?
Yeah, I do. Come on, babe, wake up, babe.
My partner
Babe, wake
is
up.
sending someone to assist you. Please let
Honey,
me
wake
leave
up, honey,
everything
wake
as
up.
you found it.
Babe, come on. Come on, babe, wake up.
If you want, ma'am,
Yes.
if you want to try, I can give you CPR instructions.
No.
But if you think he's beyond any help,
Send somebody now, please.
ma'am,
Hurry.
they're on their way. What is your name?
Heather Hoefer.
Heather. They are
Yes.
headed that way, and I'm going to stay on the line with you until they get there, okay?
Okay.
During the 911 call, she reports that her husband had harmed himself. But the story doesn't end there. There is still a twist yet to unfold. Within minutes of the call, responding officers arrived at the residence. Responding officers identified the caller as Heather Fernandez-Hoefer. She was 51 years old. She had placed the 911 call herself. Professionally, she was employed as a teacher at a local school.
Ma'am, did you see what happened?
Upon entering the residence, police discovered a body inside the home, later identified as Robert Hoefer.
On his chest.
He had suffered multiple stab wounds to the chest. Robert Hoefer and Heather Fernandez-Hoefer were husband and wife and had been married for several years.
Ma'am, can you watch out? Let me check his pulse.
He's cold.
He's cold?
Cold.
When did you last see him?
About 3. And I came in just now. And I guess he'd gotten his raise.
Officers assessed the situation and checked for any signs of life, but it was clear that Robert Hoefer had already passed away.
I got out earlier. We were hanging out in his computer room, and he wanted to hide. I made him hide, and then I brought him to bed, and he said it hurt.
However, as officers continued examining the scene, something felt unusual. Certain areas appeared to have been cleaned more thoroughly than expected.
And I tried to clean it.
It's okay. Do you want to have a seat for me?
And then
Do you know what he cut himself with?
he said one of the steak knives, but I couldn't have.
Okay, let's not go reach around. I just don't want you to get cut, ma'am, in case it's sitting around here.
Say again.
I don't want you reaching around just in case you get cut, okay?
Was he suicidal?
Not that I know of.
Was he laying here in bed and you moved him over off the ground?
And when I got up,
Back here, Sarge. Oh, am I?
no.
We're not sure. She said he cut himself earlier in the night.
He
Had been in bed in here, and then she came over, pulled him off the bed, took his shirt off. No, the lacerations I'm seeing are deep enough and have a lot of blood protruding, but
That's the thing.
I don't know.
As I told, it's not deep. They were deep. They're not deep enough to kill him.
What medication does he take, ma'am? Or this is medication up here?
Was he said that he was cutting because it hurt, or he said it hurt because he cut it?
4106, do you have contact with the leadership officer?
I can't. I don't know if he took all his pills. I don't know. I don't know.
It's okay. Take your time.
I don't know.
Okay.
That's fine, I'm calling him back.
I can't admit he was on the floor.
Is there a way to get her in the living room?
Yeah, we can try that.
Yeah.
How old is he?
49.
49.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No,
It's okay. Ma'am, we're going to assist you out to the living room, okay?
What happened?
Take some deep breaths. And is there anything we can get you, ma'am?
I don't want him to be like that, and I know he's...
We're going to take care of him, ma'am. We're going to respect him, and we're going to take care of him for you.
There's like a lot more.
The 106, I believe they're pulling up right now.
106, tempo.
I don't mind for that. Okay.
I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know what he did. I don't know. I don't know.
It's okay.
We're gonna have somebody come and look at him, but we're gonna try and move him to a more accessible place, right here, right outside the door.
You should have tried moving him when you're 4'11".
What's that?
You should have tried flipping him over when when I'm 4'11".
Oh,
He
yeah.
was laying on his, he was on my computer, face down,
Okay.
and I rolled him over, and then and he's cold.
Police worked to escort Heather from the immediate area. Shortly afterward, they uncovered something that would significantly impact the investigation.
It's pretty decent.
Puncture, huh?
Yeah, 2 punctures. That's a puncture. That's a puncture. That's a puncture.
Man, we might have to call the technical side.
Yeah.
I know he's big. He's gonna need your help.
107.
He's coming in.
Okay.
We might have to call detectives.
Yeah, I will.
Deep puncture, deep puncture, deep puncture. I didn't see it. They look superficial because there's no blood coming out.
As officers documented the injuries, they noted the presence of multiple stab wounds. The number and placement of those wounds immediately raised questions about the account provided in the 911 call.
You guys can just close the door.
Okay.
They look deep. We're gonna figure out, okay?
Early observations raised doubts among investigators. However, those doubts required evidence, and at that stage, nothing had been conclusively established. Police secure the immediate scene while awaiting detectives. They proceed to a different part of the residence where Heather Fernandez-Hoefer stated they had been earlier that evening.
And do you know if it was in here where he ended up possibly hurting himself, or what had happened exactly, Heather?
Well,
As officers begin asking questions, pay attention to her movements and the way she responds, her pacing, her tone, the pauses between answers.
And is there any cut marks on him at that time?
I didn't notice any at that time, and then I went a little later, and he's like, it hurts. There was blood on his. I was like, of course I said dirty words. What the did you do?
Did this happen whenever you were moving him on your shirt? You have some of this.
I'm sure it happened when I moved him. Or when I took it off of him and I cleaned it up.
He was wearing a shirt.
When officers pressed her with more direct questions, especially ones she struggled to answer, her demeanor shifted. Despite maintaining composure moments earlier, she became emotional, repeating that she hadn't done anything.
I didn't do anything.
It's okay. It's just procedure.
I didn't do anything.
And I just wanted to warn you ahead of time, they're gonna get here, I don't want you to be surprised by anything that happens, okay? Their investigation is gonna be very thorough. And they're gonna ask you questions and just kind of try and get a timeline to get there. We do need to find the shirt, we do need to find the jacket.
I was looking for that.
If we can touch as minimal things as possible.
At this stage, much of the officer's attention remained on Heather.
What's sketching me is that she said that she took his shirt and jacket off and now she can't find it anywhere. I'm like, oh boy.
As questioning continued, she was seated at the kitchen table while police asked her additional questions. At this point, her version of events began to shift slightly. Certain details were adjusted as the questioning continued.
Is it before or after the pie?
Mm-hmm.
Before? After? So he wanted pie.
Yeah, who doesn't want pie?
Well, I love
Come on,
pie. So you warmed up some pie.
right?
Okay. And then he ate the pie?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he went to bed about 11 or midnight. That's about as far as you and I got earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what happened after that?
And then he said, you know, that's when he was like, it hurts, it hurts. I was like, what are you talking about? It hurts. And I saw blood on him. And I took his shirt off, cleaned it up.
And you came to check on him, Heather? Could you hear him in there, or were you in there with him saying it hurts, it hurts?
I was in there.
Had he been asleep prior to saying anything, or was he kind of awake still?
He was awake. And I cleaned it up. I didn't think it was that, I really didn't think it was that bad. You know, because the steak knife, you really can't, I didn't, you know, they're not even like,
Sure.
and I didn't notice any of them missing or any of that. So I was like, and I woke up at 3 and checked on him. And then I woke up a minute ago and he was on the floor. Because I was asleep on the couch.
So you had been in bed with him when he was saying it hurts, it hurts?
No. I mean, I was kind of, but I wasn't going to bed yet. It wasn't,
Right, were you laying down in bed with him though?
No.
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 And at 3 o'clock, what was it like at that time?
Like that? I mean, not cold.
But he was in bed?
He was in bed and he was coherent and he was, you know.
Did he say anything to you? So then you went back to sleep? Mm-hmm. On the sofa again?
On the sofa, yeah, because he peed. Sorry.
He peed in the bed?
Yes.
Is that normal for him?
No.
No?
I was mad. Sorry, bad words.
Yeah.
Truth comes out. I ain't laying in a piss bed.
So then, right before you called us, you went and checked on him again. And then
He was on the floor.
He was on the floor. Okay.
He was face down. He was on the laptop, the school laptop, face down. And I, you know, when he goes to sleep, he's cold anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but when I rolled him over, there was puke and.
Officers found inconsistencies in the explanation given at the scene. Consequently, Heather Fernandez-Hoefer was brought to the station for a recorded interview. There, detectives noted additional shifts in her statements. In the interview, Heather repeatedly suggested that her husband had caused his own injuries. Detectives, however, continued pressing for a clear and consistent account of the incident.
I have some concerns, all right? One, you guys are saying that there was no, this is out of the blue. This is coming out of left field, right? Or
Yes.
coming out of right field.
Coming out of crazy.
And there was no indicators prior to this.
No.
Okay. You said you're a school teacher for about 7 years?
Yes.
Do they make you take like first aid and stuff like that as a teacher?
Yes.
CPR and first aid and stuff like that? Okay. How often have you had to take that?
Oh, it's been a little while since I've had to take it.
They usually do it like every couple of years though, like when it expires they have you renew it and stuff like that? Okay. So, I mean, if you had to do it every 2 years, you've probably done it at least, maybe been through that course at least 3 times since you've been a teacher, right? Okay. Do you remember anything about what they teach about, like lacerations and wounds and stuff like that, and wound care and everything like that? No, not really?
Well, you know, when that, I just, it all gets lost.
Yeah, okay.
It all just got lost.
Okay. So, I'm a little concerned as well with why you first see his injuries and then don't do anything.
I didn't think they were that bad. I really don't. They didn't look deep.
Okay, but he's complaining that he's hurting
Right.
prior to bed.
I didn't see him when he went to bed. That's the thing.
And okay, but
You know what I mean? I did not see him.
right, you didn't see the injuries before bed, but you hear
or
him.
anything.
Yeah, but you heard him complain. He said he was hurt, his chest hurt.
Yeah. But he gets like that when he gets his migraines.
Right.
And,
So that's
there's-
understood. But then when you went in the next time, and you find out that he had stabbed himself, or according to him, he said he stabbed himself.
But I thought it was just, you know, like a cut. Because I think in his past, he was a cutter.
When he went to bed, how come you didn't just go to bed with him and lay down and like look at do your social media and Facebook there in the bed? How come you didn't go to bed with him?
Well, because I have ruined many pairs of glasses laying down on my phone or reading a book, and I just got these.
Okay.
I just really wasn't ready to go to bed.
Okay.
How's that for an answer?
Okay. And that's some of the biggest concerns, is that his body's been manipulated in some form or way. The weapon that was used in this has been manipulated in some sort of way. I don't think you're a bad person. Okay? I can tell in your eyes that you're
But you think I did?
a good person. But things are not adding up. I think you have more to tell me, right?
I don't have anything else to say. I have nothing left. I've told you all I have. I have nothing left. Nothing.
Okay. One of the things, we have a responsibility, not just to you and to your husband, to make sure that we do this correctly, but we have an obligation to his family too.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And honestly, I just want to know. I want to know what happened to him.
I do too.
I think you do know. Honestly, I think you know what
I
happened.
didn't do this.
And if you do know what happened, let's just hear me out. I think you know what happened, and
I did not do this. I did not see this happen. I did not do this. I'm not a bad person. I'm not.
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
He's 6'3". How would I be able to hurt him like that?
I don't know, but that's what I'm trying to figure out. Everything I've seen, it's from what I'm seeing, I don't think this is self-inflicted.
You think I did this?
I haven't come out and said that to you.
Okay.
But if he didn't do it to himself, somebody did.
Up to this point, you've heard her version of events. What do you think? If you believe she is the primary suspect, press yes. If you believe she is innocent, press no. The interrogation lasted nearly 2 to 2.5 hours. Throughout that time, Heather Fernandez-Hoefer maintained the same position, that she was innocent and that Robert Hoefer had inflicted the injuries on himself. Detectives carefully searched and documented the home. They recovered several knives, which appeared to have been recently cleaned. Investigators interviewed other individuals present at the residence, including family members, and collected contextual information regarding the grandfather. They also conducted neighborhood inquiries and spoke with neighbors.
Been to speak with you at all? Do you know what's going on right now?
No, I just woke up.
Just woke up?
Yeah.
Okay. And who are you to them?
She's my boyfriend's mom.
She is your boyfriend's mom. Yeah. Okay. So Robert's passed away. We don't know. She woke up and found him, and he's deceased at this point. We're having some individuals come out that are going to look at him and do a little bit of an investigation. Have you heard anything tonight or seen anything tonight?
No. It's been really quiet. I kind of heard her crying, but I fell asleep.
Okay. And that's all you know at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. All I'm going to ask is if you guys hang back here for now, and then once detectives get here, we'll come and ask you to talk with you guys further.
Like, I know he has bad lungs, he had ulcerative colitis and autism.
Mm-hmm. And some other medical things that were going on.
I don't know, those are the only the top three that I knew of.
Yeah.
That were like,
and it seems like
watch out for all the time.
According to the daughter-in-law of Fernandez's, Robert Hoefer was known to be reserved and private. She stated that he was not prone to anger and generally avoided conflict. Nevertheless, additional witnesses indicated that he could have been distressed on the evening he died.
So one of the officers said that you might have heard something last night. Can you tell me about what it was?
Well, I'm not too entirely sure. It was like, I think around 4 or 3 maybe, early in the morning at some time. I didn't look at the clock or anything, but I heard yelling.
Did it sound like a male's voice or a female's voice or both on the yelling?
Probably both.
After years of gathering evidence and reviewing information, investigators reached a turning point. Nearly 5 years after Robert Hoefer's death, Heather Fernandez-Hoefer was formally charged with second-degree murder and taken into custody. But the story wasn't over yet.
What a warrant for?
For homicide. You have the right to remain silent. Any statements made by you may be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you free of charge. You have the right to consult an attorney.
Can I call my mom real quick?
Yeah, hold on. You have the
once we get up to the office.
This here, but we'll be able to see it.
Do you have my bag or do they have my bag?
I think it's in the back of my car.
Okay, because I'm going to need it to your phone calls, right? Phone.
Yeah, no, yeah, you'll get that.
Yeah, because I don't have, you don't memorize phone.
The Farmington Police Department gave Heather Fernandez-Hoefer another opportunity to explain her account and clarify the events.
Give me just a minute and I'll be right with you, okay?
I'll have to see.
Do you know why you're here?
Just no.
Okay. So the last time you and I talked was back in 2020. This has to do with your husband,
Yes.
Robert.
Yes.
Okay. So we've completed our investigation. It took some time because we had a lot to process. But our investigation, from what we have, we know what happened, okay? And this is your opportunity to tell us the truth about what happened, okay? Because what you told me last time, none of the evidence that we processed matches with what you're telling us. So I know what happened to Robert. I just don't know why it happened to him. This is your time to tell me why.
I'm going to need an attorney.
Okay. All right. We'll get you up to the jail then.
Can I please use my phone real quick to call my boss and my mom?
Yeah. Let me find out. Let me make sure that we're going to be able to do that. Otherwise, you'll be able to use it at your numbers and stuff at the jail. So.
Well, see, because like with my mom, she probably won't answer a number that she does not know.
Yeah.
You know how that is.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
give me a minute. I'll be right back. Just hang out.
However, she did not provide any new information. At this point, it's important to understand where the case stands today. As of February 2026, this is not a closed chapter. It is an active, ongoing legal battle. Heather Fernandez-Hoefer is currently sitting in the pre-trial phase of the justice system. She is facing severe felony charges for second-degree murder and tampering with evidence.
As of now, she has not been tried or convicted, meaning there is no final verdict or sentencing yet. The stage is currently set for a massive high-stakes courtroom showdown where the defense will undoubtedly fight tooth and nail against the forensic evidence and that shocking body cam footage.